What I'm about to show you are some of the worst flags I have ever seen. Number 1. Most of the United States state flags. Do you notice a pattern here? That is right. They all have a state seal on a blue background, and even the ones that have a different color background are still pretty bad. These flags are all perfect examples of why you don't add too much detail on a flag, i.e. no words, no overly detailed symbols, and no laziness. I hate laziness. Flags are also meant to be viewed from a distance, not just from up close. Number 2. The Libyan flag. Now, you might be surprised to see this flag out of all flags show up on this list, but trust me, this ain't it. I'm instead talking about the one used before 2011. Just look at it. One color. One color. Nothing else. Need I say more than this is the laziest flag design so far? As much as we can laugh at this flag, we have far worse to cover. Number 3. The flag of Turkmenistan. If it weren't for what I'm about to mention in a sec, I think this would be a half-decent flag. But what kills the flag for me are the 5 rugs in a long stripe that isn't even on the border of the flagpole. My main problem with this is that this is way too complicated for a flag, and this causes it to be harder to produce as well. I know this has something to do with the 5 main tribes in Turkmenistan, but I still think this flag looks awful. Number 4. Now, what in the heck is that supposed to be? It looks more like a barcode than a flag. Now, if you guys don't know what that is, then it's a proposed flag for the EU back in 2002. I know this is supposed to combine all the flags of the EU members into one, but this is just hard to look at and looks awful. The fact that this even exists should be shocking enough, but we still have more flags to go. Number 5. The Georgian state flags. Now, this is where we get into controversial material, since Georgia really wants Confederate flags to be their own flag. I mean, look at this. They first had a few flags which were similar to the national flag of the Confederate States. Then in 1956, they went with this design: a Confederate battle flag on the fly and the Georgia state seal on the hoist side. Obviously, this proved to be controversial because of the flag having this big old Confederate cross that took up almost 2/3 of the flag space. In 2001, because of the controversy, Georgia then decided to change its flag to this. And it looks exactly like the National Confederate flag, only this time it has the state seal within the stars. I think this flag should be redesigned again for that reason alone. I'm not asking for another seal on blue flag though. Screw that. Give us something like what Mississippi did back in 2020 with a few tweaks here and there, of course. Number 6. The Liberian county flags. Okay, who was high and used Microsoft Paint to design these flags? Okay, in all seriousness though, these flags look very sloppy. It's like they didn't even try to make a flag and instead came up with random crap and threw them in the county flags with a lack of care. I will say this, however. At least the county flags are unique. Doesn't make them good, though. Number 7. Tricolor flags. Now, this one's a bit of a tough one. On one hand, you have pretty decent flags like the French and Italian flags. While on the other hand, you have the other flags. These flags are pretty much all clones of each other, with very few differences here and there. Just look at Romania, Chad, Mali, and Guinea for an example. These flags are almost identical or very similar to each other, especially with the Romania and Chad flags. You are very likely to confuse one flag for the other. Heck, I did the same thing over and over again sometimes, even though I was kind of a flag nerd. This actually became an issue, where Chad wanted the UN to at least consider the flag issue. And Romania was like, nope, this tricolor is ours, you morons! And now today, we still have these 2 flags that are so similar that it'd be fine to call them actual clones of each other. Number 8. The Zambian flag.
That's just craptastic!
And finally, the moment you've all been waiting for. At number 9, last but certainly not least, are the city flags. These things are the worst frickin' flags in all of humanity's existence. I'll give you a few examples of these pieces of garbage. Milwaukee, Wisconsin. What in the heck is going on here? This whole flag looks incredibly dumb. Way too much going on too. I'm not going to even bother dissecting that. Then we have Los Angeles, California. First of all, you can barely even read the text, even when viewing the flag from up close. Then that brings me to the next flaw. It's another seal flag. You have all of this unnecessary crap in this flag, you can't even tell what's going on. I'd argue even less so than Milwaukee's flag. And the zigzag borders just look very weird, especially with the seal, of course. Then we have Tampa, Florida. What in the world is that? Another seal, I see. Stripes that make 0 sense. A weird green triangle at the end of the flag? What is this hot garbage? Oh, and don't forget the old flag of Pocatello, Idaho. Not only does this flag need a vomit alert, I see a freaking copyright disclaimer and a trademark symbol on this flag. This has got to be one of, if not the dumbest flag ever designed by humanity. Thankfully, they changed that train wreck to a flag that actually looks great. Thank you, Pocatello, for changing that piece of crap flag. Better late than never. As much as I'd like to absolutely trash these flags, I unfortunately have to go soon. So here's the rapid-fire conclusion. Seal and blue flags suck. Words on flags suck. Laziness is self-explanatory. Don't clone the same flag over and over again. No unnecessarily complicated crap on flags either. No dumb crap. No racist flags. And no trademark symbols or copyright disclaimers. I'm going to end the video here right now, so see you guys next video.